News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-990 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a car goes off a road, striking a home and another vehicle, and a heater causes a house to catch fire. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A house and a car are damaged in a crash. It's Wednesday, January 2nd. Happy New Year, 2019. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Luckily, no injuries were reported as a result of a vehicle versus structure accident that occurred this afternoon on Turner Boulevard.
We dispatched a report of a motor vehicle accident with a car versus a building. Upon arrival, we found the car in the accident as described. However, we found that it also struck a secondary parked vehicle. While our investigation revealed there was no entrapment, we are assessing two. There was one occupant inside the vehicle. The second patient was a resident of the home, and we're assessing that patient as well. The cause of the accident is under investigation, but the car actually traveled underneath the cyclone fencing and then struck the building and the secondary parked car.
All right, and is the home livable at this point?
Yes, there's only some block damage, just in a small area, so the house is still occupied, can be occupied.
And firefighters saved a house when a heater caught fire early New Year's Day.
Early New Year's Day, about 45 minutes after the hour, we were dispatched a report of a structure fire on Blosser Ranch. Upon arrival, we found heavy smoke presenting from the interior of the dwelling. Our investigation revealed a room and contents fire that was rapidly extending to other areas of the structure. Crews commenced an offensive strategy, interior attack, quickly knocked the fire down with no further extension. There were no injuries.
And the fire chief says that improperly discarded ashes caused a structure to catch fire last night on Tomahawk.
Dispatched a report of a rubbish fire inside an attached two-car garage. Crews arrived to find an actual trash receptacle that was on fire that had extended to the contents and the structure within the garage. The investigation revealed that there was improperly discarded embers from a fireplace into the trash receptacle. You should never do that, and if you have to do it, make sure it's metal, it's contained, and it's outside or not near a structure.
Steve Sisolak, who has been elected to be the state's next governor, is starting the new year off with his wife by his side. Sisolak married Kathy Ong this past Friday in Las Vegas. The governor-elect says that his soulmate, Kathy, will make Nevada proud as First Lady. The couple, who have been together for 5 years, were married at Guardian Angel Cathedral near Las Vegas Boulevard. Ong will now take Sisolak's name. She co-founded a Las Vegas firm and serves as the director of Hobbs, Ong and Associates, a financial consulting firm. Current Governor Brian Sandoval married Las Vegas gaming executive Laura Lynn McCarthy in August, 6 months after his divorce from his wife of 27 years, Kathleen. More news after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, after the stock market's major low last week, investors are looking for what may be hot in the coming year. Angela Miles reports.
Topping our news, investors are in the hunt for tech stocks that could take off in 2019. Zach investment research firm is giving some hints about the chip sector. The firm lists advanced micro devices, Intel and Xilinx as its top picks. Wearable tech such as smartwatches are expected to be hotter than ever this year. It's just one of the devices driving demand for chips. Research firm IDC projects wearable shipments will climb 11% through 2022, with Apple the market leader. Several products will be missing this year. Production of the Vault, Cadillac XTS, Buick LaCrosse, and Caddy CT6 will cease mid-year as General Motors focuses on cars that are 100% powered by batteries. On the lighter side, Chick-fil-A's cow calendars have turned it in. The cruise industry is predicted to make waves in 2019 with a 6% increase in passengers.
Angela. Well, a man police say was driving under the influence allegedly struck a patrol vehicle. Esteban Chavez Hernandez has been arrested by the Nye County Sheriff's Office. According to the declaration of arrest on December 15th, deputies were assisting Nevada Highway Patrol on a traffic stop near Rainbow and Highway 160. A vehicle identified as a Chevrolet Suburban was traveling southbound on Highway 160 and failed to decrease its speed and use caution when approaching a traffic incident. The vehicle sideswiped a Nye County Sheriff's Office patrol cruiser and caused damage to the left side view mirror. The driver of the vehicle failed to stop and continued driving southbound on Highway 160, turning on to Rainbow Avenue. Deputies caught up with the vehicle, who pulled into the driveway of a residence on South Rainbow. After making contact with the driver, later identified as Esteban Chavez Hernandez, they said that he showed signs of possible intoxication. Deputies say that Esteban admitted that he had been drinking earlier in the day and that he had about 2 or 3 Coronas at a friend's house. Deputies conducted a field sobriety test on Chavez Hernandez, in which they say that he failed at that time. Chavez Hernandez was then transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center, where he provided 2 breath samples, which showed that he was allegedly over the legal limit. They also say that the vehicle he was driving had fictitious license plates that belonged to a Toyota pickup truck. Esteban Chavez Hernandez was arrested for hit-and-run property damage, fictitious plates, and duties of a driver approaching a traffic incident. And Nye County officials looked into a zoning change for property located on Charleston Park during their last meeting.
The BOCC report is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive of Las Vegas, Kia, Chrysler, Jeep, and Body Shop.
For possible action, public hearing, discussion, and deliberation on ZC 2018-000026. Zone change application, change 1.57 acres from neighborhood commercial to commercial manufacturing, located at 1620 West Charleston Park. Parcel 1 to file number 431153, assessor parcel number 036-60157. John Mann LLC, property owner John Johannes, agent applicant.
Mr. Chairman, I'd make a motion to affirm the RPC's decision.
Second.
I'm going to open this public hearing. Does any member of the public like to comment? Come on down. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. What was that motion again?
My motion was to affirm the RPC's decision.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to affirm their decision. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
And more news when we return.
News 25 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Well, the first meteor shower of the new year will peak by tomorrow night, January 3rd, into the early morning hours of January 4th. One of the benefits for stargazers is that the peak occurs during the new moon, allowing for a darker sky. There's expected to be good viewing conditions in our area. Well, Desert Haven has all types of animals available for adoption right now. However, this little angel named Charlie has stolen our hearts.
Save a Pet is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive Las Vegas. Charlie is a super cute, super sweet, reddish-brown pit bull and Labrador mix. He was brought to Desert Haven Animal Society as a stray and is missing his rear right paw. Charlie is 1 year old and is looking for a forever home, so if you are interested in visiting him or any of his other friends, give Desert Haven a call at 775-751-7020. They are located off of Seary Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can look them up on Facebook at Desert Haven Animal Society or check them out on the web at deserthavenas.org. This is Peyton Kingston reporting for News 25.
He is beautiful. I hope somebody takes him home. Well, in today's Angie's List report, Peyton Kingston talks about how to find an interior designer.
Elaine Ruskowski has lived in the same house for nearly 30 years. With her children grown and gone, She decided it was finally time for an update, but one big question loomed.
How can I marry this traditional house with all of this woodwork with a modern, sleek design? And I thought, I need help.
That's when she called interior designer Amy Contreras, who takes a simple approach with each of her clients.
I try to help them make the best decisions they can within their style, to help them take what they love and what they're naturally drawn to and elevate that as high as they can.
Well, we all have our own style that we like our house to reflect. Working with an interior designer can really help you avoid some of those common mistakes, like hanging pictures that are too small for the space, or really putting colors together that just don't work.
Elaine remodeled her entire kitchen and added new flooring, paint, lighting, and artwork around her home, but much of the furniture stayed after getting a fresh cover.
The things that I thought were old and beat up, she thought were rustic and had charm. So, that's the beauty of it. And if you put it in the right spot and balance it with the right elements, she's right. It is beautiful. It does have charm.
Amy helped Elaine design and decorate with confidence, and her experience, just like with the furniture, helped keep costs under control.
People who do not hire a designer spend a lot more time and a lot more money than if they had hired somebody to help them make the right choices the first time.
She could see how this could fit together when I was struggling, so I would absolutely recommend it because she makes it so much easier.
Angie says the key to hiring the right designer is finding someone who gets to know your tastes and is enthusiastic about your project. She says to look for someone who belongs to the American Society of Interior Designers and has experience with your type of project. Fees can be fixed, an hourly rate, or a percentage of the total project. So make sure you understand that from the beginning. This is Peyton Kingston reporting for News 25.
I know it's been freezing, but we're going to take a look outside on our weather cam to see what the sky looks like. We're going to have more in your weather forecast when Michael Donahue returns after this break.
News 25. Weather is brought to you by Pahrumph's best kept secret, Q Barbecue. Try it for yourself. Low and slow. Queued for 16 hours.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue with today's highs. In Pahrump, 47 degrees, Amargosa 52, 63 in Death Valley, 51 in Beatty, Goldfield at 40, 37 in Tonopah and Fallon, and just 1 degree warmer in Fernley at 38 degrees. For tonight, 25 in Pahrump, 28 in Amargosa, 35 in Death Valley, 24 in Beatty. We're dropping down in those teens at 18 in Tonopah, 18 in Goldfield, 17 in Tonopah, 13 in Fallon, and 16 in Fernley. Tonight in Pahrump, we're expecting clear skies, a low of 25, our average is 32, sunset at 4:39 p.m., winds out of the east-northeast at 5 miles per hour, gusts up to 7, and 36% humidity. For tomorrow, sunny skies, a high of 53, a low of 31, our UV index hasn't changed at 2, sunrise at 6:56 a.m., winds out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour, 7 mile per hour gusts, and our humidity at 25%. Looking ahead to our 7-day, we got some sunny skies on Thursday and Friday, and those sunny skies are going to go away for this weekend. We have some clouds rolling in and a chance of rain next Wednesday. We'll get a percentage as that time draws near. For our temperatures, not much has really changed. We're still seeing our highs bouncing around mainly that 50-degree bracket. On Sunday, we're going to drop down to 49, and on Tuesday, we're going to climb up to 60. Our overnights haven't changed at all either. We're still going to be in that 30-degree bracket all for the week, just between 31 and 39 degrees all week for our lows. So with that, back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks so much, Michael. And please remember that during these times where we've had a hard freeze and we've had some broken pipes all around town, that your domestic animals need to be indoors or have proper shelter outside. That is something that is so important during these colder temperatures. And of course, during the hotter temperatures, making sure that your animals are always taken care of. But definitely if you have a dog or even your cats outside, they have to have proper shelter. And if you can, bring them indoors by all means. And we want to let everybody know that if you had some issues picking us up, we have upgraded our tower, and we definitely recommend everybody to rescan if you're listening on the radio on Ace Country. And how to rescan, just go to the settings and to the menu and look for over-the-air digital channels. Rescan those channels. If you need help, you can call me, 775-727-9400, extension 201. I'll either work it over the phone and tell you how to do it, or we can stop by and rescan for you. 775-727-9400, extension 201. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.